This week on Gettin Deep, we had Nic Meehan, a Raw Comedy State finalist in Western Australia, and an anxious default character by self-description. We spoke everything comedy, his influences, what got him into it, what keeps him into it, why he likes it, anything else you can possibly think of. Nick's spoken about it in, and it was great. We've got very differing ideas on life, so it was pretty fun for me to see a very light comedian versus me as a dark comedian, how we discuss things. And if you can do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. I usually do this at the end, but I'm going to do it now for once. So, thanks. How was it like at the Raw final? We could start.
Dude, that was, yeah, I had nothing to do with this. I didn't bring up the Raw final, Darcy did.
I could just still cut that bit out.
Yeah, damn it, you can. You've got full control here. That's annoying. That was a really huge deal for me.
Yeah, because it was 1,500 people, wasn't it?
No, it's 300.
300.
No, 1,500 would have been insane. So it was two levels of people though, which
I was there.
Yeah. I think I met quite a few people there that I didn't realise until afterwards. I met George Cook there as well. That was the first time I met him. He's a really nice dude too.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I felt just incredibly lucky to be there in the first place. Because Raw kind of came out of a suggestion from someone else. So I didn't even know about it. And then Annie Matthews suggested that I do it. And I was like, yeah, why not? That'll be fun. And yeah, I think I'd done only like 4 or 5 sets up to that point over the space of like 6 months. And yeah, got through the heat, then got wildcarded through in the semi as well. And then, yeah, rocking up to that final was really cool.
So that would have been, what, your 8th gig?
It was probably pretty close to that, yeah. So I think I did a Freo 1 or 2 sort of in the midst. So either between the heat and the semi. I think actually, yeah, right before the semi I did it. And the semi was awesome. Like that was probably the best set I've ever done in terms of like my set, but also like my parents were there. First time my dad ever saw me do comedy, and Dad's like a real big comedy influence on me. So that was like I think I got my real respect and like admiration of comedy performers from my dad. Like,
he's like, you're not a piece of shit.
It's all like being an English family, like we always had, English comedy on in the house mainly. It was
like
either
stand-up comedy or like comedy shows?
Like both, really. Yeah, it was mostly shows. So watching like really old stuff like Only Fools and Horses and like that kind of like Yes Minister and like stuff that
Fawlty Towers. And
yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly. Fawlty Towers as well. But also definitely stand-up stuff too. And I really. Yeah, I think he and I have that same like respect for comedians and like the art form and just that in general. So that was a really huge deal for me. My mum had come to the heat as well. So, but I also had a bunch of mates there, and that was the first time I think a couple of them had seen me. But yeah, really loved that. So yeah, that was just a fun experience. Honestly, just having everyone there was really sick and. Being able to especially Dad, that was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool moment.
He was like, yes.
Well, yeah, he was just like I remember him saying to me after I did my first set last year, which was more just like a bucket list thing than anything else. And he was just super serious, which is not like him at all. And was like,
you suck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not funny, and you never will be. I'm so much funnier than you. You should just give up.
Why are you ruining our name?
Well, to be fair, I think out of 5 family members, I've always said I'm the least funny in my family. Like my mum and dad are both
smartest spot.
No, not even the tallest, if you can believe that. Yeah,
not the tallest, not the funniest, not the smartest.
Nah.
Just the most.
Definitely the most like turbo, like, the most enthusiastic, I would say, I get.
Yeah, that's good.
But my mum and dad are both very funny in different ways. Dad's a very like dad jokey, like waits for the reaction kind of. And mum's like an assassin, just will like be silent for a whole conversation and then just drop in something that either is like
sniper
hilariously funny or just absolutely cuts you down. Like she was the one who like my family like big Eagles supporters growing up watching the footy, and mum would always be like, how's Freo going? Oh, isn't it great to see Freo doing well? Like, just jabbing
Just a little
us
snipes.
constantly, which is fair because what we were putting her through, that was the least she could sort of get back. But, and then my brothers are both really, really funny. My brother Phil, there's like a legendary story in our family about him on a school camp where the teachers had to pull my parents aside and be like, he did this stand up and it was just like the funniest thing any of us have ever seen.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like the teachers were laughing, all the kids were in hysterics.
Wow.
Yeah. And he definitely is the funniest. Like
So when are you going to drag him into stand-up?
I don't like...
He doesn't want it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like the attention. And then my youngest brother...
Let's get him to write some of your jokes.
Oh, man, yeah. I don't know if I could say some of the stuff he would write.
Oh, it's a bitch for me.
I definitely think, it'd be more your speed.
Yeah.
And then my youngest brother, Daniel, is very like my mum in that he doesn't need a lot, but when he does, it's
Witty fucking.
super clever, super funny. And even just the timing. I think the timing is the thing that my family all has down. But least funny member of my family, which is great that none of them have chosen to do stand-up because it means I got a chance.
Well, in the family anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the family, yeah. So the Raw final, the actual experience was wicked. Like, that was a real, like, dream come true. Like, I've loved... Comedy is like the number one thing. I've always loved comedy.
What kind of took you so long to start doing
I
stand-up?
think just fear, honestly. If I'm really honest, like I also have a thing where I find it really hard to get into stuff when there's not like an obvious entry point.
Yeah,
Like, when
that was me.
when it's tough to figure out how you get started, it's really easy for me to just write it off completely.
It's like too hard.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, I wouldn't even know who to talk to or whatever. And even before the raw stuff, that was kind of my thing where I was gigging at Freo, but it was only because that was what I knew and I didn't really know how to reach out to other people or who was running rooms or anything like that. So
I did like the total opposite.
yeah.
So like I entered Raw when I was like 18, 19
Yeah.
and didn't win. I was like, I suck. That's it. Can't do comedy.
Yeah.
Didn't do any further research and just started living life elsewhere.
Man.
Like the dumbest shit ever.
I totally get that though. Like if I'd tried to do comedy 10 years ago, I would have broken me. Like I would have done the Gong Show once and I would have just never tried to make a joke in my life ever again.
I tried again after Raw
Yeah.
at my friend's gig.
Oh wow.
My friend, hippie singer,
Yeah.
not what I should be doing.
Yeah, different
anything.
vibe, much different vibe, yeah.
I had like a 3-minute bit on dick jokes.
Yeah, nice.
And backstage in the green room, he's like, you can't do that. I was just like, what?
Oh, man.
I didn't have a set time. I was just going to go up and
Just do some jokes.
free ball half of it.
Yeah.
And I free balled all but one bit of it. And
Yeah,
one
wow.
bit, it was like a story about when I got pie in my eye at the skate park.
How did you get pie in your own escape?
Dude flicked it at me.
Like, just a bit of pie?
Yeah, so like what happened was
Sweet pie, savoury pie.
like a hot meat.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it burnt like fuck.
Oh,
dude.
shit.
It sucked ass. So I was sitting on a ledge at the skate park.
Yeah.
This guy came up and he was a bit of a crackhead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he turned into a bit of a crackhead. And his phone was ringing next to me.
Yep.
And I was just sitting there,
Yeah.
like,
Minding your own
I was
business.
just there.
Yeah.
He's like, why's that phone there? I was like, I don't know.
It was there when I got here.
It's ringing. Is it yours?
Yeah.
Why am I getting interrogated
Yeah,
about this fucking phone?
Yeah.
Had pie in his hand and he just dips his finger in the pie and
Oh, so it's just straight beef.
straight gravy in the eye. And I was like,
Jesus.
and he's just like, fucking stealing phones, you little cunt. And I was just like,
Wow.
this sucks.
Damn.
And I somehow, I wish I could find my old book of what I wrote for that because I imagine that bit would have sucked so much. I'm on stage with all these like people here to watch like a fucking hippie singer and like a bit of a rap, and then there's me just going, I got fucking pie in my eye.
Some dude flicked beef in my eye.
Birds because I didn't steal his phone.
Gravy.
And then it was so dumb.
That's funny.
And then one of my friends
Yeah.
put a magic eraser in this little lamp thing on the table, and it fucking lit the table up.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yeah, fucking Rockingham.
Damn.
And I started doing some like retarded bits
Yeah.
about Darrows and making burnout noises and shit. I was like, this ain't
So
shit.
perfect. You nailed the vibe.
Bro, I
Crushed
fucking
it.
ate a dick, got off, and was like, why? What the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
Man, I totally like. I feel like the second, and even like my first ever set last year, I rehearsed so hard. Like I was rehearsing for just weeks, and I was like, I'm going to have all this down and just, have it in a set way that I can, if I drop it at any point, I can just pick it straight back up because I know it so well.
Yeah.
Because I was just so petrified about bombing. Like, and I mean, I still am petrified about bombing, but I think now I'm kind of like, I understand it's a lot more like crowd dependent and
Not just that, like, it's part of it.
yeah, exactly. And I think
If you're scared of bombing, you're never going to do new jokes.
yeah, totally. And like I said, I still think I have that issue, which is something I need to overcome. But one of the things I think that really helped me that I know now that I didn't know 10 years ago is like I'm much more about what I can and can't control. And so it's like
That's a good point.
knowing that I've done everything I can. I'm so well rehearsed. I'm so well practiced. I've treated this with the respect that it deserves. Gave me a lot more confidence and gave me that like as soon as I'm behind the mic, before I've said a word, that's it. Like I have achieved it. I've achieved what I needed to do just by the mere fact, because that's up until the point you can control, right?
Yeah.
Once you're in the set, you are totally out of, the audience can say, as I learned last night, you can have an audience member just scream for 5 minutes during your set.
Is that what happened? Oh,
Well, no. So during Martin's set, this woman was just going off, man. Like, and I love Martin's stuff, and he just couldn't get any rhythm because I think he had 7 or 10 minutes, like had a longer set, and she was genuinely talking for 8 of them. Like
just talking.
Yeah, basically just interrupting. To him, to everyone, to the crowd, to anyone. Like she was off her face.
Yeah.
And then during my set,
Did he address it?
Yeah. Like tried to stop her. Tried to like people in the room tried to shut her up. Tried to just get her to leave. Wouldn't leave. And she was like, oh, that's fine. Like, I'll be quiet, whatever. So she was quiet for like a minute.
And then started talking.
And then I got up, and then I think one of my jokes I made, and she just came out and started going. And then I was like, nah, see you later. And then they sort of went over, and I was like, got her out, got a massive cheer, and I accredited that to myself. Because
you were like, nah,
I was like, yeah, it's during my set, so that cheer technically counts for me. But yeah, so just got marched out. Like they actually had to sort of pick her up and take her out because she was just being so obnoxious and abusive. Yeah, but that's the thing is like, so that's what I mean. Like again, if that had happened to me, if I tried to do this, before I'd done all this sort of work, I mean, it rattled me to an extent. Like I got 1 or 2 good jokes off, but I was like, wow, this is in the middle of, and it was completely new stuff that I was trying to do as well.
Oh, so you're trying.
So then that makes it worse because you're like, I don't even know what this is yet, let alone the delivery. And now I'm trying to deal with her and figure out my delivery on the fly while also processing that. And that was not fun. So like I say, I think now
it was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
I can say like you're like
it was
it wasn't at the time, but afterwards you're like
afterwards it's kind of funny. But in fact, actually, I changed one of my jokes because of a heckler. And it was this joke that like it didn't fit really well in my set, and it was a bit different to my normal stuff, and that was kind of the point. Was like it was very different.
The
to
heckler
what I would
was like,
normally say. And this heckler was like cheering. I think it was at Port City, and she was cheering like every 30 seconds. She was like whistling and yelling, yeah. And every time someone said something, she's like woo woo, like cheering. And I made this joke, and I just hear her go, and that reaction there, I was like, that's pretty strong feedback that joke.
Have you ever had the whole crowd do that?
No, not yet.
I have.
Yeah, I bet.
Like a lot.
I've seen your stuff, I believe that, yeah.
I remember the first time, there's one joke, every time I do it, same reaction every time.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, it's not every time. Most. There's always at least some of that in there. There's laughs with it. And it's that one, it's like the honeymoon period.
Yeah.
The minute you say you eating period, cunts are like, dude, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, I feel like I would react with them.
Yeah. Pussies. Just trying to get my iron intake, motherfuckers.
But I can't remember what we're talking about. But yeah, I think that like understanding that I'm not going to be able to control what everyone else does and just being happy with what I've done up to that point. And I think
the chaos is kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. And I'm someone who's very, I would say I like having control more just because I would say I probably have a fear of the unpredictability of things.
Yeah.
Like when a situation or a person is unpredictable, I like anxiety flares up like crazy.
Yeah. I kind of, like with hot mics. Mm-hmm. Like that creating of that spot where everyone's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I bet.
And I think there's a fun little, like, if you can be funny in them little spots, that's when you're like, I got your motherfuckers.
I think that's what's so fascinating about meeting all these people in comedy is like, not only like why everyone does it is so different, but also like what they're trying to get out of it, how they want people to react. Everything is so like, you meet some people like, I just want to bomb as hard as possible because that's funny to me.
Yeah, I've bet that.
A completely quiet room. But that, like, I totally get that. Like, if that's what you find, and I find that funny too. Sometimes,
funny, but it's
it's hard to sit in, right? Yeah. So, like, I had this idea about doing a bit where you're reading from a joke box.
Yeah.
Like, just the whole 5 minutes. And it'll start out funny. And then there's going to be this real awkward middle where it gets really not funny.
Shit.
But the longer you can hold it and sit in that silence, if you can bring it back around, it's like this parabola of being funny. And you see, like, there's comedians that do it all the time. I remember the first...
They overdo a bit.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm bored of this.
Family Guy used to do it really well. Like, that was one of their, I feel like, mainstays was that, like, the knee joke.
Yeah, the chicken as well.
Yeah, and I remember one of the first times I saw it on like the comedy gala, like the Melbourne Comedy Gala, and it was this guy and Kristen Shaw. I don't know if you know her. She's like an American actor, does a lot of voice stuff. And it was just this guy clapping and singing Kristen Shaw as a horse. And she was galloping around the stage like she was a horse.
Yeah.
But it was just this. It was this exact repeated phrase clapping for 5 minutes. And I remember just halfway through being like, what is this?
Yeah.
like,
but
what?
Then you're like,
but then
so much,
the more he goes in, and by the end of it, of course, he's like out of breath. And he's like, and you're like, that's so incredible to sit in that like awkward and then bring it back around to being funny because I can't sit in that awkward.
I find it hard sitting in any silence on stage.
Yeah.
Like...
I mean, I do that in real life. I find it hard sitting in silence.
30 seconds and I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. What am I doing? If I can't see someone laughing, I'm just like, why are you so shit, dude?
Because I feel like comedy as well, momentum is massive. Like once you've got that momentum, it's so easy to keep that audience with you. But if you struggle to get them on side, then nothing you say is going to make them laugh.
When I first started, I would come in so hot, so fucking disgusting, so savage, they were never on side from the start.
Yeah.
So I was just used to just forcing laughter out of them, even though they didn't want to laugh. It was like, I've got to...
But then I bet part of your, like, a win, like, when you do get that laugh, it's so much more satisfying because you know how far you've had to pull them back.
Well, it's just like, I've set everything up. So it's like, no matter how fucked the joke is, I've still set it up a way that you have to laugh. You can't not. Your brain's going to be like, cunt, you got me. But they're like, I hate you.
Yeah.
While you're...
And that's the best part about laughter is that it's involuntary. And it's like, as someone who's been a people pleaser my whole life, laughter is like irrefutable proof that you've done something right and that someone likes something that you've done. And I definitely think that was a massive draw of trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
It's like...
I thought of it that way. It's like,
man, well, as someone who's been, I would say, like a social outsider most of my life, and just someone who was like, especially at school, just so desperate for like acceptance, like in any group.
I'm like the total opposite in school.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be accepted by you cunts.
Yeah.
Not that they were gonna. I lent into it.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't like me? That's cool. I don't like me the motherfuckers.
Yeah, I get
Let me
that.
do some weird shit and piss you off.
Yeah.
But I always make people laugh.
Yeah.
It was kind of like I can do it and be fucked. So
I think the other thing that really draws me to comedy over everything else is like stuff just really sticks in my brain. Like, you know, when you like see or hear, like for instance, when I was growing up at school and stuff, I was the guy like quoting everything. So I was quoting The Simpsons, I was quoting Anchorman, I was quoting.
I still quote Simpsons.
Judd Apatow. Yeah, me too. Like 100%. Mate, like The Simpsons it was like getting a comedy lesson every night for half an hour.
Yeah.
But fuck, I just lost what my point was there. What were we talking about? Something about making people. Oh yeah, so. No, I've lost it. Oh well, I'm sure it wasn't that interesting. Oh yeah, so memory, right? Yep. So stuff sticks in my brain. So this is why I have trouble watching like horror movies and stuff because
it doesn't stick or it does.
It will, yeah. Oh. And so if I see something, even though I can rationalize it and be like, "That's a set in Hollywood. There's 50 people that you can't see standing around that group," the actual image sticks, and I think that's why I basically was just fill it up with comedy. Just if I fill it up with comedy and I only like pretty much all media I consume, so like podcasts, even music, like so much of my music is comedy music.
You're the first person apart from myself that like I listen to so much comedy.
Oh man, music. Like Weird Al was the biggest, like from a kid.
Scissors, the best album.
We went to see him live when he came here like years ago. Me and my dad and my brothers. That concert was unbelievable. Yeah. And he was huge influence. But even like Flight of the Conchords, Bo Burnham I really got into after Inside. I really found his stuff, not only his music really great, but obviously like the content was really good. And then Tom Cardy, who's I know Tom Cardy. That's why I got the Anxious jumper on.
He does Terry Tough Cunt.
Yeah, the other one. Yeah, whatever.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So he actually, because of his song "Why Am I Anxious," was my motivation to go see a therapist. Oh. Because there's all these jokes in it about how anxious you are and how like tough it is. And then it's basically him just being like, if you weren't so apathetic and you actually fucking did something about it, maybe you wouldn't have as many issues as you do. And I was like, yeah, actually, I have apathy coming out my ears. And just, I really love his... I've always really enjoyed that, like, absurdist stuff, I think. Yeah. And so his stuff does that really good thing of going from something to... And I feel like, obviously, there's heaps of examples. Monty Python, again. My dad would have shown me that growing up.
I watched Monty Python growing up, and I have a Monty Python quote tattooed on me.
Yeah, nice. Which one?
Take a guess, actually. This will be a little funny one. So, I've got it in the most tough cunt place you can have it. Yeah. But it's not a tough cunt quote. Okay. And it's literally from shoulder to shoulder.
Damn, I was going to say, is it just knee?
No, it's a decent size. Like it's
shoulder
to shoulder.
Okay.
I ironically got it.
Is it your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry?
No. Fuck, that'd be good too. No, so it was always look on the bright side of life.
Nice, that's great.
So I was like,
so again, comedy music. What a great song.
Well, cunt's trying to take like everyone gets like hell tough cunt like fucking. I was just like,
it was like this real wholesome.
Yeah, I was just gonna get like.
I love that.
Be happy, motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, man, and so even like really going into Auntie Donna the last like year or so. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they do that great. They have a lot of musical stuff as well. Yeah. But yeah, so music, podcasts, TV, movies.
All comedy. Pretty
much. If it doesn't have a comedic element, I find it really, just difficult to get into.
Because it gets stuck.
Yeah, well, it's just more like, I feel like comedy really triggers the part of my brain that like actually engages me with stuff, you know, because it's like, and not just like any, like I like obviously more intelligent stuff, but I love when intelligent stuff, like a dumb joke done in a really smart way, like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Do you watch that? Yeah. They do dumb humor so well, and they have the cleverest ways of doing it, and it's really dumb jokes, and it's really stupid all over. It's chaos, but the brains behind it and knowing, especially like knowing those guys and how smart they are, and like Glenn Howerton trained at Juilliard, and he's doing Dennis Reynolds, which is one of the greatest comedic characters I think of all time.
He's got all the rape kit in his back.
Oh, it's just like his rage. My tools, I have to have my tools. So I like, it's not that I don't, and like a fart, like how a fart is still the funniest. Someone falling over, it's still hilarious. It's still the funniest stuff. But I do, And yeah, even watching dumb but I think The Simpsons was really what sort of inspired that, because The Simpsons is so clever without you even realizing it. That it's hard to then go backwards from that to stuff that's less sort of intelligent.
Watching it as an adult with your kids watching it, knowing the episodes back to back,
yeah, of course,
knowing every fucking thing you're watching, you're like, hey, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
And it's a full adult joke. But you're not, as a kid, that shit doesn't matter. But they've got everything blended in so fucking well that you're like, you sneaky motherfuckers. And that it kind of made a bit of sense when I was like, no wonder some adults thought kids couldn't watch this.
Yeah, of course.
They're seeing all this when all the
they're
kids
thinking the kids
this.
are getting the jokes that are really inappropriate and definitely should not be for kids.
Way over the top. You're never seeing them. But it's like, you're like, fuck, that show is genius.
Man, it's funny like watching other American comedies where it's so like jammed in your face. Like I remember
laugh track.
Like I remember when 2.5 Men was the most popular show in America, and it was like the joke was he sleeps with every woman he sees. This guy's a fucking dweeb. The kid's an idiot, and the fat housekeeper is fat. And that was just the joke every time. That was literally every joke just revolved around that. And it was like, isn't this kid stupid? Jam in your face. He's stupid. That's funny. Whereas like,
dad's a loser.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like The Simpsons, the one I love, and of course dissecting comedy always makes it way funnier. But the joke I always love to point to, the joke I always love in The Simpsons to point to is when Homer's trying to take down this Skyrider, because he's delivering this like Valentine's Day message, and he goes, and the Skyrider goes, I have to deliver a message. It's the Skyrider's code. And Homer goes, I'm so sick of that damn code, like genuinely angry. Yeah. And I just love how much like you have to just accept for that joke to be funny, right? So there has to be a Skyrider's code, which is hilarious. Homer has to have interacted with it in the past in an incredibly negative way, to the point where he's encountered it so many times that just the mention of it makes him viscerally angry.
So good.
And it's just like, it's such a like off the cuff, offhand, nothing joke in the grand scheme of the episode that even has like Elton John in it.
Yeah.
But when you actually look at it, you're like, wow, what makes that joke funny is actually so deep compared to, isn't it funny that this kid's a fucking idiot?
Yeah. Man, I never got to 2.5 Men. It wasn't really like, I watched it and I was like, this is...
It's funny for like an episode or two, you're like, oh, some of these jokes are really like good, but then you're like, oh, this is just what this is.
It just wasn't anything happening. That's, I think, there's no...
There's no development, no character development, because they can't, because then they lose the punchline for every joke. Yeah.
What about like Jim Carrey?
See, I think I'm in the minority here. I've never really enjoyed Jim Carrey.
I didn't think you would. I honestly thought you wouldn't. The way you said you liked Intelligent Hero, I was like, you hate Jim Carrey.
But that's the thing. I feel like I can recognize that he is, like, he's probably on the comedy, like, Mount Rushmore. In terms of comedic actors, anyway, I think what he can do, I won't say no one else can do, but I would say that I've never seen anyone who can do what he does
as the same.
At anywhere near the same level.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate what he does. And actually, weirdly, the only movie I enjoyed him in was Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know if you saw Sonic the Hedgehog. I've always loved Sonic.
It's good.
But he plays and obviously he plays Eggman.
Yeah.
But he nails it. Like the first, I haven't even seen the second one, which I've heard actually isn't too bad.
It's good.
But the first one, like, he was really funny. I genuinely like loved him in that movie, which is so weird that I've never really I've never seen Dumb and Dumbers. Never seen any.
Never seen Dumb and Dumber.
I don't even know if I've seen all the Ace Venturas.
Ace Venturas are funny, but they're silly.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber is so silly, it's funny.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Cable Guy?
No, I haven't seen.
That's the one that I thought you'd like if you did like.
Yeah,
because I've
heard that's pretty good.
It's like comedy horror, but not horror.
Yeah, okay.
Like, you know, there's like horror comedy where it's like gory and stupid and funny.
Yeah.
This is it's more like
a Tucker and Dale.
Yeah,
love Tucker and Dale. That was such a good movie.
It's more like a comedy thriller.
Yeah, okay.
Because he just becomes this like fucking weird cunt that like attaches himself to some guy.
Yeah,
and he's just doing all the like,
Yeah, okay.
like running through a hallway with like he's like fucking like,
Yeah, so it's like Jim
away.
Carrey as a horror monster.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, okay.
just trying to find a friend.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't actually a bad dude, but he just got obsessed
just
with his
the way.
friend that he didn't have.
Yeah,
He had a
okay,
friend.
wow.
It's fucking, you're like, it's psychopath, but it's a comedy the whole way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I might have to give that a watch.
Yeah. I remember watching that as a kid and being like, this guy's fucked.
Yeah.
But like,
I can't even remember a particular movie or anything that I didn't like of his. There was just like...
I know a lot of people that hated him because of his faces.
But see, I would say his faces are what... his control of his face and of every single individual muscle in his face is unreal.
Yeah.
Like the stuff he can do with it is, again, and I think that's part of what makes him so unique is that he has this like thing that no one else can do. Yeah. And he nails it. But also I feel like he is a good actor. Like that's the thing.
He knows how to move his body at the right time with the right...
In terms of physical comedy, he's pretty close to unmatched. I mean, at least in the generation I've seen, obviously, you know, there's throughout history, I'm sure you could find a bunch of other examples, but Jim Carrey and physical comedy, like, I think the only person I would even say is close to same in physical comedy would be like Jack Black. And that's just, again, because Jack Black just has a physicality about him.
Yeah,
There's something
man that can kick high.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I don't know if you watch Community, but they do a full joke bit about how high he can kick.
Yeah.
And how Abed and Troy are mesmerized by his high kick and how that someone of that size shouldn't be able to move like that.
Well, when I was fatter, I can still kick the same height, but when I was fatter and drinking, I'd always be like, I can kick higher than you. Because like, no, you can't. And I was just like...
That's such an odd brag. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, yeah, you probably can if you're...
Well, it's like, people, it's like, I was another 13 kilos on this.
Yeah.
So like, and it's all gut.
Yeah.
So just like, you're just like,
restriction.
you can't kick, cunt. You couldn't even fucking lift your leg above your knee, motherfucker. What are you saying? You can kick up to head height? No, you can't. I'm like, I'll bet you'll drink. They're like, okay.
Nice.
Get their hand out front, kick their hand. They're like, get the fucking bullshit. And I'm like, yes, free drinks, motherfucker.
Nice. So just lean into the Jack Black stuff. Get more physical on stage.
I don't want to be fat.
Fair play. Yeah.
If I'm not-
I mean, to be fair, you've dropped a bunch of weight since that Raw set. Even just looking at that Raw set, I was like, I can see the difference.
Oh yeah. So that was, but I lost weight there too. So it's since September.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I kind of was just like, that's it. You're doing it. I've had in my goal book, which I've had since 2015,
Yeah.
get to 80 kilos.
Yeah. Nice. That's tough, man.
Whoa, it's just lazy.
Yeah.
Junk food. Fucking drinking Coke.
Food's so good.
I don't eat good food.
I mean, I wouldn't say great food, but
I love deep fried shit.
I have tried to cut back on deep fried. I've got a heart thing, so
Oh, yeah, you're going to
I'm gonna have surgery sometime soon, which is going to be fun.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with it?
So it's like a dodgy valve. Genetics, we were talking before about genetics. That was the great genetic gift I got given.
I don't actually have that as a genetic. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
Fuck you, bitch.
we could leave that.
Stop listening to my fucking podcast.
I've got a valve thing, so I'm going to have some open heart surgery. But again, my youngest
Do they put one of
brother-
them stints in the...
Yeah, so I'm going to have probably a mechanical valve, depending on, we're sort of still figuring out which...
Oh, really? So not just like a thing that opens it up?
No, there'll be like a
pumps.
sleeve thing as well, but there'll be a mechanical valve too.
Like a pacemaker?
No, I don't... I mean, to be honest, I don't actually... A pacemaker is more about like defibrillating, I think, right? I think a pacemaker is more about like...
I am so out of my
Dude, I mean, I have a thing. I've had this all my life and I still know nothing about this. Like... But yeah, so this is more about like my valve leaks back into the, like as it pumps.
It doesn't push enough.
It leaks back a bit. So it pushes enough, but it has like a regurgitation.
Oh, so kind of like a rip.
Kind
The ocean, like your heart's sucking water in, but pushing, like when it's pushing out, it's sucking a little bit in.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And so yeah, I need to have some sort of surgery, which I should be more on top of getting. But even like, my youngest brother had 3 open heart surgeries by the time he was 14. So he had to outdo me yet again.
That's fucking.
Yeah, it was tough, man. Especially as well because like
You have to avoid heaps of shit in life.
Yeah. So he had to give up contact sports. We were given a very strict talking to by my mum and dad that we weren't allowed to beat him up anymore because
He can't get revved up.
well, yeah, because he's on anticoagulants as well.
Fuck, so
if
he's got
he
to lose
gets cut
blood,
or
one cut.
bruised, yeah, cut or bruised was super serious. So, and yeah, that was disappointing because again, he was the more talented athlete. Like I was playing sports, but he was good at sports.
But he gets one hit, he might die.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, look, to be fair, most of us, if we copped one bad hit in the wrong way, but it was just a lot more.
Yeah, but that's
realistic
like one and a half.
Yeah, exactly, and that's like a cut. Yeah, it doesn't stop bleeding. So.
Imagine some cunt fucking kneeing you in the leg and getting an internal bruise and you just die from it.
Yeah, it'd be nuts.
It's like, fuck.
And that's why, you just have to give it up. And so, I mean, not like I do anything particularly physical now, but I'll be on anticoagulants once I get this done as well. So
Really?
I don't think it'll change too much. It shouldn't. But then, I should probably do some more research.
Don't get in a fight. Don't.
Yeah, I've been pretty good at avoiding fights most of my life so far. Yeah. I mean, the problem is the tall guy. You really you're in a no-win situation, right? If a guy your size beats you up, you got beaten up badly. If
My size?
Well, no, like a guy the same size as you beats you up, then you're like, oh, well, you should have done better. You get beaten up by someone who's smaller than you, then it's even worse. So,
Pretty normal.
I feel like I've got the coordination, but I don't have any of the muscle mass to get into a fight.
You don't need the muscle mass. It's all about fucking that thing, man.
You reckon?
How spasticated you can act.
I think my brain would just be like, run.
Yeah, that's not a bad tactic. Fucking,
Hey, it's worked for me so far.
if if you run faster, do it.
Yeah,
dude.
that's the real problem is I don't run. So as long as they don't run as well, I've got a chance.
Yeah. I've learnt your mouth is the best part to get you out of any fight.
Yeah, man, and it always has.
You
Like,
can fucking
you can normally talk people around a fight because
not always.
no, not always. And
They used to intimidate him.
I grew up in the western suburbs, so not exactly the most dangerous place.
Sweet dude.
Get out.
How many fights have you seen? I've probably seen more fights in my house than you've seen in real life.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't challenge you on that. Yeah, it's more about bribes and stuff in the western suburbs.
It's just like
Paying people to get out of fights.
fucking. Imagine getting paid to get out of a fight.
Yeah,
dude. That
mine
would
was
rule.
more just talking like, you don't want to do this, mate. Because what if I am strong? Look at me, I'm tall.
Yeah.
Imagine if I am strong. You don't want to fight me.
I always go on then, cunt.
Yeah.
Fucking, we'll test that, eh? Let's find out, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I would have picked you from a mile away and avoided conversation completely.
I wasn't always starting the fights. There was a period where I definitely was, but then I got to a bit where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid.
Yeah, nice. At least you had that realization. Some people keep that their whole lives. So,
I can't imagine.
dude, I was reading some news article the other week about some dude just got killed in a road rage thing. Can you imagine just like driving to work or something and someone just kills you because of something that happened with the traffic?
It's not the traffic, dude. So I know cunts that get like hell bad road rage.
Yeah,
And it's not road rage.
yeah.
It is everything else in life.
Yeah, 100%.
You're copping it now. Like I've watched people. I've been in the passenger side of cars.
Yeah.
Of cunts in the driver's seat throwing bottles through their own window at other people,
damn,
and I'm
dude.
just like, fuck, man, I don't want to get
nuts,
the punch on, but
Yeah.
this is gonna happen.
I think I had a real intense one where I had a guy in front of me who was just, I don't know, I can't remember. He was driving slow or something. He was in a ute, probably a tradie. I mean, I assume he was a tradie. Waved him off. Basically, he had his exit and I sort of waved him off. And he obviously saw me. And so as you turn off like I think it was like Great Eastern or Tonkin or something. You know, as you pull off, you got that like divider that you don't cross. It's got the like lines, whatever. Anyway, so as I've driven sort of in line with him, I can see I've got excellent peripheral vision. Another reason I don't get into fights. My peripherals are just,
like,
I can
"Is that
see
bad?"
danger. Yeah. Catch him and he's going off. I can see him in my peripherals just absolutely going off.
Just
at me.
keep looking forward.
And so I kept looking forward, but then he pulls back on to the highway right behind me. So it just cuts right across this median, pulls back in behind me, right up on my back. And I'm just sitting there staring ahead. He's flashing his lights at me. He's like, I can see him like in the reflection. He then comes out, comes up to the side of me. I can see him going off again. I'm just dead in front. Pull off at the next exit and he follows me like basically all the way and to the point where I turned off on like a different street to the one my house was on because I was like, man. And so after that happened, I've been a lot more like, probably not worth it, you know? Like, I can probably just deal with my feelings instead of having to just abuse some faceless dude in a ute. So, good learning experience.
I had one time, two bad ones with road rage.
Yeah.
But it wasn't road rage. It was like, one time I thought it was my friends.
Yeah.
It was nighttime, we were driving, we were both on the way to somewhere. They were behind me at first. Mm-hmm. And they kept flashing and getting up and back, and I was just like, "Fuck these cunts! Like these, like use the dickheads."
Yeah.
And I pulled and cut off a street.
Yeah.
In front of him and got out my door, which was directly at him. Like, fucking stop!
Yeah.
Was a completely different car.
Oh damn.
Different people completely, and they all got out of the car, and it was 4 of them, and I was just like, "Fuck!" And I got straight back in. And like fucking spin my wheel and just go.
Yeah.
They were fucking flying. I was throwing bottles at my car.
Damn.
We pulled into my friend's house, beeping the horn, like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, fucking there's cunts here.
Dude.
Well, I was like, fuck, not who I thought it was. I was instantly pissed off.
Yeah, wow.
And freaked out. It was fun. Shit bricks. All big dudes out the car. I was like, fuck no. The second time, I think this guy, he cut us off or something. And I was just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then they fucking were like right on my ass. We'd stopped. We got in traffic. They'd stopped, like nearly bumper to bumper. And my friend's like, "Oh fuck, we'll get out. We'll make it look like we're gonna smash them." We both opened our doors like to get out. They opened their doors and got out, and they were huge.
Oh shit!
And I was like, "Move car, move car, move car, move." And we're like, "Fucking, what do we do?" Like we had cans of deodorant, like spraying their eyes if they come close. Get the fuck out of here!
Does anyone ever light a quick just to flamethrower?
It was just like we've got fucking deodorant. If they get to the window, they'll spray them and drive the fuck off.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then we just gunned it, and I was fucking back streets. Everything's fucking got out of there. Like, come on.
Yeah, I used to have a real thing with road rage, and then my psych helped me deal with it. Yeah, that happened, and my psych was like, "We need some techniques to stop you from doing this again."
I drive so much. I was like,
yeah,
whatever, cunts.
I think it's one of those things. Driving and sports are like the culturally accepted places to get angry. Yeah,
I think people are culturally accepted to be angry in the car because they don't see the consequences. Because it's not like you get angry.
It's the same as like online, right? Someone's faceless. It's not a person you're yelling at. It's like a faceless driver.
Protected by a big metal box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to drive safe in your big metal box into someone, are you?
Yeah.
Man, I will.
Just got to trick them into getting out of their car first.
Most people aren't going to. Well, like my merging tactic is like I'm merging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move, cunt. Or we're merging, dude. Yeah. I'm going to hit you. I don't give a fuck. If you're not going to let me in, I'm going to drive.
Drivers are honestly just the worst on the planet, man.
When someone like you're in the middle of them and they move forward, I'm like, oh, we're crashing now. I just keep turning till they break. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you hit my car, dude. Yeah. It's your problem. You drove into me. You were in the lane.
Yeah, see, my biggest fear is inconvenience. So, any crashes or if I have to fill out any paperwork or exchange details, that's just going to ruin my day. So,
to be fair, it's not enjoyable. I've had to do it a couple of times.
I hear noises outside, and I'm like, if that's a burglar, just kill me, so I don't have to go down to the police station and give a report for 2 hours.
Just take my shit. I'll stay in my room.
I don't want to have to report this. If you take anything, I'm not reporting it to the police.
It's too hard.
That's an obligation that I just don't have time for.
That's a terrible idea. You know what will happen? You get robbed once.
Yeah, and I'm announcing this as well. Just anyone come rob me. Yeah, totally.
And then
this is my house.
He's not going to do the paperwork, so we can rob him again.
Yeah, look, I mean, it depends what got stolen actually as well. I feel like there are certain things that I wouldn't be as bothered about, but there's one or two things if they steal that I'm getting the police
Super
report.
red pop.
Man, I've got a couple. I've been telling it's my fucking Lego Avengers tower. They take that off. I'm hunting them down, Taken style.
Just take one of the.
I don't have any skills, but I can look up people that do it. They'll find you.
Fuck. I had something pop into my head then, and it instantly went, and I fucking hate what it was. Nah, it was before the pop thing.
Talking about driving stuff,
I was like
burglary, robbing.
Oh, I seen this thing the other day that made me laugh.
Yeah.
Way too hard.
Yeah.
And it was just, it's already happening. It was a video, and it was just all these people with their faces blacked out getting robbed.
Oh, yeah.
And then
you shared this on your Instagram.
The caption was just like, when you realise you can just rob pedos. And I was like, Dude, fuck, no shit. You can just trap pedophiles and rob them. They can't do shit.
Yeah, again, that see, the problem with that is it involves meeting new people, and I have really bad social anxiety.
I don't feel like you're robbing anyone either.
Well, not to their face. I'm more of a like white collar crime guy, right?
Well, that's genius, dude. You know what?
That's where the money is.
Do you know how white collar jail works?
No.
I was blown away when I learned about this. I was like 22, 23. I met this dude who went to white collar jail.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, yeah, I stole like $250,000 over a year from a bank. It's like, how?
Yeah. Sorry, specifically how? Though? Like, can you jot it down? Like, which bank?
I was like, I'm curious.
Stupid.
And he was like, yeah, I just got lazy then I got caught. He's like, and then I went to jail. And I was like, I was in jail for 3 years. And I was like, the pay rate seems worth it. Yeah. I was like, $250K for 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, at that point, I wasn't making $100,000.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's 24/7 work, though, is my real issue. There's no downtime.
Yeah, you get a free house.
Yeah, but you have a roommate.
Well, this is like, at first I was like, normal jail. I was like, nah, that's maybe not worth it.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh no, we're in an apartment block in the city. He's like, we white collar crime. You don't get put in normal jail.
Oh, what?
And I was like, huh? And he's like, yeah, we're having porterhouses every night. He's like, we cooked our own steaks and shit. I was just like, how did you do this?
What?
I'm going to go to white collar jail because it's better than my fucking life now, cunt.
Yeah, plus you get the $250K.
Yeah, I was like, there's no loss here. Teach me your ways, dude. I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind. He was explaining it. He showed me where I was. I was like,
yeah, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I figured you were just going to be like, oh, yeah, they can, like, study in their downtime and...
that's normal jail.
I'm getting steaks, damn.
Yeah.
I don't get steak at home now.
Porterhouses in an apartment building with a bunch of other dudes who ripped off a bunch
And
of
you
other
don't have to
people.
pay a mortgage.
Dude, I was just like, hey, cunt.
What is the downside?
This isn't fair. Why do people that rip off rich people get treated like rich people? Because they've got that lifestyle. That's if you're stealing that kind of money, you're not a petty scumbag that needs to go to fucking jail.
Plus, you probably have an accountant to hide all that money, and they can give you legal advice on how to avoid real jail.
Well, I think because it's just white collar crime. They're like, you won't
That's
last in a
crazy.
normal jail.
Yeah,
and you're right.
but I thought they had like minimum security jails for that. Is that like a thing?
No, they're different. Minimum security is just like at the end of your time. You go to minimum security, and it's like, don't fuck up.
It's like your lowest chance of trying to escape or fuck up.
Well, it's like you're nearly out.
Yeah, you're on the
Are
home
you
stretch,
really going to be a dickhead in here?
Mm-hmm.
At the minute you do one thing wrong in minimum, you go back to medium.
Yeah, okay.
And medium's fucked.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, jail is 100% the motivator for why I don't break the law, man.
I've got no intention of ever
I would not do well in jail, man. I just can't talk your way out of a fight in jail.
episode 16 of this podcast was Tales from Jail.
Oh, okay, nice.
My mate went to jail and I was like,
tell me.
let's find out what this is like. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because he told us one story about a dude that sifted through shit. Because one guy chucked a shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, fucking, there's drugs in my shit, but I can't be fucked getting it out. And this hell junkie cunt went into this other dude's toilet, got his shit out, took it out to the yard and was under a tap sifting through the shit. No drugs in it. And I was like, that's wild.
Wow, dude.
So like, imagine that's how stupid some cunt is in jail that you can just be like, do that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I could talk my way out of it.
I've got drugs in my poo.
That guy has drugs. Go beat him up.
I've got drugs in my shit. You can take it. You can take it. Just don't kill me.
As soon as I get beaten up, the drugs just vanish.
Oh, they're gone now, dude. You beat me up. I can't shit drugs anymore. I'm like the golden goose of meth.
Yeah, I got two. The golden goose.
That's fucking retarded.
There you go. There's a joke for you.
Yeah, well, I'm the golden goose of meth. If you don't bash me up, I'll shit out meth for you. You bash me, it all goes away. It turns to heroin.
Yeah, either way. Oh, man.
Someone's winning.
Yeah, no intention of going to jail.
No thanks. No thanks at all. White collar jail.
Yeah, white collar jail sounds great.
It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, like, I wish we were in white collar jail right now.
I don't. Could have been out.
I
but
got kids in a nice house and stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm like, it seems pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't seem bad.
Yeah.
You can be pissed off like,
It's definitely less scary now. I'm less worried about stealing money from banks.
Oh, he did it internally. He worked at the bank.
Yeah, I figured, yeah.
I've met somebody else that's fucking... I'm not friends with these people, by the way. Just realised
Disclaimer warning.
I've met these people in my lifetime
Yeah.
that I'm like, how the fuck is... I met someone else that... what's the word for it? Where they embezzled $200,000.
Well, that was what this other guy did, right? From the bank. That's
I think... I don't know what he did
I
exactly.
feel like embezzling is just stealing, but it's like...
the nice word for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Classy stealing.
So I met someone that embezzled like $200,000 from a company.
Yeah, damn.
And the company found out because someone was like... It was like their accountant or something. And the company had someone in while they're on holiday, caught him,
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's going on here? Like blatant, like transferring to their own bank account.
Yeah, wow, like super obvious
Like,
trail. Yeah.
wasn't even trying to hide it. It's ridiculous. And the guy who owned the company, blows my mind how nice this dude was.
Yeah.
Lost everything
Yeah.
because it fucked him over.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
To get insurance to pay it out, would have had to charge the person that did it.
Yeah.
The person went to mental hospital, got all this stuff, and they was like, nah, I'm not going to charge him.
Wow.
Yeah. So just went bankrupt, lost it all, and let this person off.
Damn, dude. Some people are like
Wild.
incredible people.
That's like
I don't know what your motivation would be for that.
you did wrong, and I'm gonna you've learned your lesson. No, what? How?
Yeah, but also not only that you've done wrong, you've also like actively destroyed like what I've worked for. Yeah, man. I guess that level of forgiveness is something I aspire to.
I don't. You fucking keep that.
Man, imagine if you could forgive someone who'd done that to you, though. Like that's another level of letting stuff go. I have real trouble letting stuff go, so that's like
I could probably forgive, but I wouldn't forget.
Yeah, but then are you really forgiving if you're not letting?
How I look at it.
Yeah, so if you're not forgetting, then you're not letting go, which means you're not really forgiving. You're just kind of it's. I guess that's like an acceptance that it's happened.
Here's a weird thought on that. Like I have this thought quite a lot. There's people in my life that I refuse to let back in my life.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that.
Done me wrong.
Yeah.
And people are like, no, you
totally
gotta just
fair.
forgive him. I'm like, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that doesn't lead to anything
Yeah,
good.
and I don't need to involve them in what I'm doing going forward. Yeah.
So
And that's been a massive thing, like that I've been working on a lot. Is like boundaries and stuff.
cutting
And it's
cunts
like,
off.
There's certain boundaries that when people cross it, you're just like, well, I know if you're willing to cross that boundary now, then you will be in the future, and that is more important to me than this relationship is.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like, I mean, it's brutal, especially like cutting out someone that you have, and not even just cutting out, just like losing relationships like that, man, is brutal.
Yeah, but you've got to do it.
Yeah, well, like I know when it's happened to me is like the alternative is you're fucked. Like either you're willing to let it affect you to the point where it's going to ruin you, or you have to just say, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's a tough thing to do because it all sucks. It sucks either way. Like there's no good scenario. There's just a scenario that is better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if something goes wrong, someone did the action of whatever it is, you're like, you've done it.
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
Yeah.
There's no accidents. Like you intentionally did something.
I mean, look, if you can have a conversation with someone and get to a point where you understand, but it would have to be something exceptional.
I mean, if you take the idea of like someone cheating on you, right? At what point can you go like, yeah, that's cool? You can't, because it's like no matter how you felt, no matter what, at some point you went, this is okay.
Yeah.
So when does that happen again?
Yeah, exactly.
You've already done it.
I think, with that, it's more like, again, when someone shows they're willing to cross a line, it's what's going to prevent you from crossing that line again in future.
Yeah.
And, man, look, I mean, I know just recently I saw that there's a couple that I knew through a previous relationship, and the woman was cheating on the guy for like a sustained period of time. And not just with like random people, like with one specific person who was also part of that friendship group.
Yep.
And
Always the case.
I just saw recently that this woman and her husband, who she'd been cheating on, now have a kid. So they've obviously
He might not
worked
know.
through. He does know because I drunkenly told him.
Not a bad thing, dude.
But yeah,
I've had to deliver that news before.
yeah, well, I mean, I don't remember doing it because I was so drunk that I literally don't remember it. But I was informed that that's what I did. And
Could have been scapegoated.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'd be happy if it was the one, and I would see it because he was sort of the other outsider in the group that was kind of like a friend by association with a member of the group. So I think there was a bit of like solidarity.
So the group was like the chick that was cheating with the dude. They were in the group, and the other guy was the outside.
Yeah, the guy was married. I think they were married.
Yeah.
And so that was how he came into the group. And same with me. You know, I was in a relationship, so
Yeah.
I was
just
in
like,
the group. But
we're team, dude.
well, it was more, just he was a really fucking nice guy, and we had heaps in common. Like talked a lot about video games and stuff, and like really just bonded well. And I really, I liked the guy. And then I told him. Never heard anything back from him. I haven't sent him a message being like, hey, sorry if that was the wrong way to go about it. But, I don't regret telling you, and I just never heard from him again. But like I said, obviously they worked through it. There was something there.
Dude, you're the bad guy.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's so annoying.
It doesn't matter, though. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's like we were talking about with the control stuff. Is like, when I know that I've done the right thing. And to be fair, this isn't every time. I still beat myself up about stuff all the time. But when I know that I've done the right thing based on what I like, my values and morals and stuff, then it's like
that's good.
Whatever happens, is out of my control. It's the same thing with the comedy stuff. Like I think this is funny. I've worked really hard and rehearsed this. If people laugh, awesome. If they don't laugh, I trust the process that I went through to get to this point. So I'm not going to let it bug me. It still bugs me, obviously. That's why we all want people to laugh. But
comedy is like it's it's a process, but it's like this might not be funny now, but there's something behind it I know that works.
Yeah.
I'll get it there.
Yeah, and then you just sometimes you have that eureka moment come out of nowhere, and you're just like, oh wow, I never even thought that I could associate that with that, and yet it's now not only is the punchline perfect, but it's given me a better like preamble into that punchline.
And that doesn't happen unless you continue to think about it.
Yeah.
And you're trying it, you're testing it. Mm-hmm. You won't find that nugget until you fuck with it enough.
Yeah.
Like that one, the joke I was telling you today.
Yeah.
I wrote it last night like, nah, there's nothing. And then it just jumbled up and I was like, oh,
it becomes clearer,
this can work.
Yeah. I think when you've got your mindset, that was one big thing when I started when I was rehearsing my first set to do. It was like I would force myself to first thing in the morning, and I was going through a pretty rough time as well. Like really, probably one of the worst, if not the worst times of my life. But I would force myself as soon as I woke up to stand in front of my phone and just for 5 minutes just do whatever. And what I found that did is it put me in the mindset of thinking about jokes throughout the day.
Yeah.
So it was like, and people talk about this all the time with mindset and stuff, is if you think about things in a certain way, it continues going that way, right? And it's all about that mindset.
Well, what you focus on is where your energy goes to.
Yeah, and so I was like, if I can start off the day rather than stewing on this issue that I'm having, which is then causing my entire day to be consumed by this, and every element of my life affected by this, why don't I try starting off doing something funny and trying to think about jokes? And then, I was finding that if I was doing that in the morning, throughout the day, I was in that headspace a lot more of like, oh, that's funny, or that's a funny concept, or oh, that's a really good bit that works with this other thing I've thought of. And
so do you do that every morning now, like trying?
No. So I did that just building up to the set. And but I have done a lot of work further on that mindset stuff where now I find it easier to switch my mindset like during the day rather than having to put myself in a certain state to start the day.
Yeah.
I found that I'm a lot more capable. And so like, again, bringing back to comedy was the first time I've ever been able to like getting anxious before I get on stage. This is the first time I've ever been able to reframe that to excitement.
Oh, okay.
And so now when I feel those nerves, I'm like, this is my body like getting into gear because I'm excited to do this and I want to be at 100%. So everything started firing. It's not that I'm anxious, it's that my body is excited. And that's, I'm 30, almost 34. And that's the first time in my life where I've been able to reframe something so clearly, to be able to go from this is so obviously anxiety to actually this is just excitement. And so yeah, those nerves like always come up every time still before getting on stage.
Yeah.
But now it's like, fuck yeah, I'm so ready to go. Like let's get up and like there's a reason I'm here. Like, you know, I've been thinking about this my whole life, and now I finally get the opportunity to do this. Why would I not go into it with that excitement rather than just being like, because again, the nerves come from like, oh, people aren't going to laugh, or this isn't going to be funny, and you know, and even, you know, initially it's like, oh, this isn't going to be funny to the audience. Whereas now I even have in my head, oh, like there's other comedians here who I know, like I'm nervous about what they're going to think, even though I'm like, they probably all have that same thought, and they also don't give a shit about what I'm doing at all.
Yeah. Some people aren't even listening.
Exactly. Most people probably aren't. And, you know, the more you perform with people, they've heard your set before anyway. They don't care. They're not listening.
Yeah.
They don't mind. But I've always had that mindset of like, oh, I really need to, because it's like a people-pleasing thing, right? It's like if they're not laughing, I'm not being accepted, I've done a bad job, I should feel bad that I wasn't enough.
Yeah. So you
so,
like shame for like not doing it.
Yeah, it's definitely, it was like a big shame of like, oh, these people, you know, some of these guys are pros, they're doing this as a job, like they have been doing it for 20 years, 25 years, like they know what they're talking about. Like even us talking now about comedy, I feel like such a fraud being like, oh man, and this is what this is like, and this is this comedy and stuff. It's like, dude, you've done like 20 gigs ever.
Like, you shit, you know what you're doing. Exactly. There'll be so many people thinking that too. They're like, you don't know. You're like,
but that's the thing is, and that I think that's the other thing that I've really learned over the last year is like people's opinions of me are their problem.
Yeah.
And people say that all the time, but I think I finally understood really what that means, because you relate it back to crowds, right?
Yeah.
Like a person in the crowd is laughing at me because of their experience, or that person in the crowd is not laughing at me because of their experience. It's not actually what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's how what I'm doing relates to them.
Yeah. It's selfish reasons.
Which is crazy. Like I feel like once I had that realization, it's like, oh, cool. And the other thing, the thing that really helped me out was like the stuff I find the funniest in the world. So like the things that I go, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Some people will be like, that's not that funny.
Oh, yeah.
So how do I expect everyone to laugh at what I do?
Yeah.
If the funniest stuff I've ever seen, some people don't find funny, then there's going to be plenty of people that don't find me funny.
Well, there's like, I remember people showing me stuff and I've been like,
yeah.
Why?
Nothing, yeah.
This is dumb.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, dude, this is so shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm like, and then I've showed them something and they're like, nah.
Shit.
And I was like, nah.
yeah.
This rules can't.
Again,
Fuck you.
I think there is and I know I do that all the time. I'm that exact guy who's like, oh, you should watch that video. Oh, here it is on my phone right now. Like, I'm not giving you a chance to go away and not watch it. Like, I'm making you watch it right now.
You watch their face and they don't laugh.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. But yeah, and I think that's the thing is like you go, if they're not going to find that funny, then again,
what do I do? Do I just leave?
Yeah, exactly. Like there's never going to be a point where everyone's going to find my stuff funny.
I think if you're trying to make everyone laugh, it's
you end up with 2.5 men. But it like, yeah, that's the thing is like the broader stuff gets, the less funny I find it. So
the broadest shit is nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the thing. I think there's definitely some great broad stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the stuff that I really relate to is that real niche, weird stuff that like hits me on a bunch of levels rather than just being like a catch-all. I'm
the same. It's got to be fucking cooked. Mm-hmm. I think that's like obviously not a great thing, but
yeah,
that's what I like. And it's I had this in the first 6 months of like writing jokes. I was like always leaning one way.
Yeah,
I was like, no, I got to go over here. Mm-hmm. It's like every time I tried to write something clean, I was like,
doesn't work for you.
So boring, so shit, and the joke sucks. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, why isn't that funny?
And it's hard to convince the audience it's funny when you don't find it funny as well.
Oh, I tried one clean set and I was like, fuck this.
I hate
what
myself.
am I doing? I was like, bombed like
There was not one abortion joke in that. What am I doing?
There was nothing. There was nothing in it at all. It was just shit. I was just like, I just breathed.
Because it's not, you don't find it funny.
Well, I didn't find it funny. It wasn't funny. Not that it just wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, this is right.
I did the comedy mass. This should get a laugh.
Yeah, I followed the rules.
Yeah,
Fuck you cunts.
My structure is off the charts, guys.
I followed the fucking rules. Laugh. You're meant to laugh.
That sounds like a Wolfie bit I heard once. Just begging the crowd to laugh. And they laughed because it was funny.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was just like, fucking, you're making me hate this. I was like, all right.
And it's the same with me. Like, there's stuff that like I hear some of your stuff and I'm like, if I tried to deliver that, no one would buy it for a second.
Yeah, they'd be like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I find it weird that without a reputation of doing that, because you got to think how many people are seeing me for the first time.
Yeah, most people. And even people that aren't seeing you for the first time think it's their first time seeing you.
Yeah, they don't remember.
They don't remember you.
It's just like, unless they're like, well, mustache and sick cunt. Sick, we get it. And I'm like, that makes sense. Like, I've got a rememberable face.
Yeah.
I do rememberable shit, whether you like it or not. It's hard to forget.
It sticks in your brain, yeah.
It's there. And then I'm like, fucking, how is this meant to work? Like, do I keep doing what I'm doing? I guess so.
It is hard to like subvert your genre when people don't have that baseline of knowing your genre.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's, and again, I'm talking out my ass here, but I feel like it'd be easier for someone who has an established brand to then subvert that. Whereas I feel like I've had jokes that I've come up with and I'm like, oh, this really subverts my normal stuff. But
no one knows.
I can only do it at the end of my set because I would have to set it up. So then it has to fit in there. And if it doesn't fit in there, then... And that was what happened with this joke that I changed because of a heckler, right? Because the only way it fit was close to the start of the set where I haven't established my brand and like, exactly my thing. And dude, I have that in my head. And it made me laugh so much. Like the fact that she just could react completely different to everyone.
Did you laugh on stage?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, that really got me.
You'll see me like laugh when no one laughs.
Yeah.
Because I'll have a thought in my head while no one's laughing. And I'm like, what joke do I go to next? Because this isn't working. I'm like, fucking, I'm a dumb cunt. I'm like, I'm just thinking of it. There was one I said the other, I think it was, I don't know, I said a joke and it just didn't work.
Just died,
And I was just like, fucking, I guess I'll put that in the bin.
Yeah.
I was like, I must be the weirdest cunt in the room. And it's like, I was just like realizing I'm saying this out loud.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and everyone found it hilarious that I was the weirdest cunt in the room.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
I feel like that's part of what people want though, is they want to see completely unhinged people. That's why so many comedians do bits about mental health, because it's like, look how unhinged I am. Isn't this funny how nuts people can be and still operate in society?
Do unhinged jokes and tell them I'm not sick. I'm completely well. I'm a sane human, cunts. Now listen to this abortion
This is
joke.
what I genuinely believe.
I mean, I don't really give out any opinions.
Yeah.
I think that's the trick. I could be very wrong. I'm like, I don't give an opinion. I just wild shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I feel like yours is very, like, when you do stuff, I'm like, that fits with what I think of your stuff.
Yeah.
Or that doesn't. And I like, even you just being like, I did a completely clean set. I'm like, what does that look like?
Not good. not good at all.
Trying to even think of like a fake joke that you could have done, and I can't even wrap my head around that.
It sucked. Because like I was trying to make sure I wrote like at least one liner a night.
Yep.
For fucking ages.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, all right, these are cleaner ones in there. I was like, fucking...
I hate myself.
I hate
this.
I hate you. I hate me. What I think is a good idea.
We hate you too.
How about I tell you about the time I got pepper sprayed, motherfuckers? This is way better.
Yeah.
But I always wonder, I'm like, if you look at me on stage, they're like, whoop, this guy looks like he's going to say some fucked up shit, strap in. And then they're like, no.
Yeah, it's weird. Like most of the comedy stuff I've been to has been like, you know, people that I'm a fan of already.
Yeah.
So it's funny, like I don't even really know what the audience would be. Like I've never just gone, oh, I'm just going to go to an open mic comedy night and see what it's like. Like, you know, I've gone along because I'm like, I want to check out this room because I want to do it. But I've never been the kind of person who would have been like, oh yeah, so I don't really know what it's like sitting in an open mic audience. I don't know how people feel when someone walks on stage. That's why I tried to do this default character stuff because I'm like, surely when I walk on stage, they're just like, here's the straightest, whitest man that has ever existed.
You've got to address what they think to reinforce of what they are.
Well, I think having an understanding of you then makes it so much easier to make the jokes because you're like, I get what's stands out about me, and so now I can go, okay, well, what makes that funny, or what's funny around that, and you can really work on that. But yeah, it's about, and that's why I always rock up to gigs in like a grey shirt and blue jeans because I'm like, I want to be as default as possible,
as plain.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost like black.
Standard.
Realistically, all I own anyway.
Yeah.
It's black shit.
Theatre blacks. Yeah.
Look. Deal with it, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're blending in well to the room.
Yeah, I know. Realistically, if I put my hood on, I am the room.
Homer into the bushes kind of stuff.
I fucking had a really funny thought that's pretty slightly offensive today. I've got to say it, so I remember it. I was driving down this street and there was a guy in the car and I couldn't see him. Mm-hmm. He was just a black dude just blended in with his seat. Yeah. And usually you're like, I was just like, whoa. That's actually happening. Like, that's not like I'm trying to be funny. I seen it and thought, fuck, that actually, no, I seen him, but like just.
Yeah.
But like I was looking at the car like it was a seat and then I was like, oh, there's a person there.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, that joke's real for the first time ever. I was like, that dude was like camo skin color. And then I was just like, oh, that's what you could call black people.
Someone did a joke like that I heard recently where they were talking about how they camouflaged with something. I can't remember who it was. That was totally
it's like black is just like, if you're a black man, you're like nighttime camo skin. I was like, oh.
I feel like I've definitely heard that joke.
Yeah, it seems too normal, right?
I feel like someone does a joke about how they smile or something to alert people that they're in the room.
Oh, someone did do that the other day.
I can't remember who it is.
Emo, maybe.
Was it Emo?
Gong.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Which that's the joke that's been around forever.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've definitely heard people do that.
But just the term camo night skin or night camo skin. I was like, that's kind of funny. I was like, I can't ever.
You're like, that's not a joke for me.
Well, what am I going to go on stage? Oi, I seen this guy with night camo skin and it wasn't a suit. It was his clothes. He was just naked walking down the park. And they were like, dude, you're being racist. Like, nah.
That's what they're going with, not the naked guy walking in the park. Like, it's pretty racist, dude. Don't worry. I mean, it's fine that he's naked in a park.
There's a naked black dude down the park. I think he's got night camos. Like, he's trying to rob. What's going on? They're like, dude, you're being racist. She's like, fucking, I couldn't see him. Whatever. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, it doesn't work for you as a joke, I don't think.
No, it's not sick enough. It's got to be sicker. It's got to be my boyfriend.
It's got to really shock people.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I was fucking him. It's like, what? Okay.
I've heard a lot of jokes about people fucking at parks recently.
Oh, really?
I feel like it's just a standard, like...
I know Chad's got one.
Maybe it is Chad, I'm thinking. Yeah. He's got some good stuff.
Oh, he does. Thinks in a very odd way.
Yeah.
Oh, I've finally got like a little fringe collection.
Oh, yeah?
So I was like, I've got to do a fringe show here.
Nice.
Don't want to do a solo because just 60 minutes might be a bit too much.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing half an hour of dick tricks and half an hour of jokes.
What dick tricks can you do?
I can do so many dick tricks.
I don't need a demonstration. I'm fine. I believe you.
You can come to the show.
I 100% believe you.
And I was like, they could kind of trick people into seeing my comedy. They'll be like, I'm here for dick tricks. I'm like, I'm going to hold you hostage for 30 minutes.
So you think more people want to see dick tricks than comedy?
My comedy, yeah.
Shit. That's I'm in a wrong business.
Yeah, they're like some weirdo doing dick tricks because puppetry with penis doesn't happen anymore, or some weirdo doing jokes. You're like,
yeah, maybe there's a reason puppetry of the penis doesn't happen anymore.
Dude, it was huge.
It was.
They were doing it in theaters and shit.
And medium and small.
Yeah, I reckon they just got old. They were like, my dick doesn't work anymore.
Surely that makes it more flexible though.
Oh, fucking who knows, dude? I don't know. I assume the older you get, you stop fucking fiddling with it so much. And doing
okay, so this is what are you going to call your fringe show then?
Oh, so I think I'm going to do that because I've managed to find four of us to do a show. And I was like, I just want to do the most vile, most fucked, the darkest shit.
Yeah.
I was like, who's hell dark that I can convince into this?
Yeah.
Gareth Knight,
Garrett's great, yeah.
David Morgan Brown,
Oh, yeah, he's fine. I like David.
Chad Von Chad.
And Chad. Yeah, that's a good lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the original thing we've called was like most vile. And I was like, let's just come up with like
Yeah, nice.
some hell, make the flyer look like we are going to say the fucked as shit.
Yeah.
So when people come, I can literally walk into the room and be like,
Just say the worst thing ever.
look, cunts, prepare to fucking spew.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah, see, this is what I mean by people having such different objectives in comedy. I feel like mine's the total opposite where I'm like, my stuff again is like super clean shit, but it's like, I know that for me, comedy was such a massive, and remains such a massive like outlet away from all the shit.
Yeah.
Like
well,
I
you don't even watch horror movies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, like last year when I had was going through all this shit and having like the worst time, I used to just have Hamish and Andy going 24/7 because it felt like I had people like just mates over joking and stuff.
Hanging out.
And so like I love that. To me, like I would love for me to be that for someone else. So like that's whether people get something out of it or not. Like whether they laugh at it or not is great, but like
I'm kind of the same, but
yeah, I know, and I feel like most people who do comedy are doing it because they like making people laugh and they like helping people forget about the shit that they go through.
That's honestly that's my thought process in it massively. Yeah. Like I'm making fun of all the fucked as shit because I think about it anyway.
Yeah.
And I know other people are. So it's like, let's just make it funny. So it's not just sad shit.
And people always talk about, humor being such a coping thing when you're dealing with like the worst stuff.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the most vile, I feel like that's not, because again, that stuff will stick in my head. I'll hear you say something and it'll just
I'll
be in my
probably
head
torture you this
forever.
podcast.
And I'll be like, no, it's fine. I'm just letting it all wash over. I'm too busy worrying about how I sound, so I'm not taking in anything you're saying.
All the shit you're like,
So yeah, as long as I don't sound like an idiot, which I obviously will, but
who cares?
like, this dude's done 20 gigs and he's trying to give a lecture on comedy.
I wouldn't say you're giving a lecture.
I watched The Simpsons for a long time, and I that's my I think it was Nick Offerman, the guy who plays Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec. I read his book and he described The Simpsons as the encyclopedia of comedy because like every joke that exists has been, or every style of humor has been done, redone, completely subverted and flipped on its head. And so just watching it is like, you don't even realize how much of like comedy craft you're actually taking in when you watch
So memorizing the first 10 seasons of Simpsons is why I'm funny.
Absolutely, yeah, me too. That's pretty much all I've got going for me. I remember doing a joke, one of my first sets, when I tried that joke box thing. And I was like, oh, I'm super lazy. So I did a joke box thing for like the first minute, but I started off by being like, I love comedy, but I'm super lazy. So I'm just going to read jokes. It was this or do Simpsons quotes for 5 minutes, which is an option I'm keeping on the table. But I could do that. I could do that.
Oh, dude. It's so easy. So easy. I've had like 6 come through my brain on the podcast that aren't relevant.
Yeah.
It's just like, goddamn sexy Flanders. It's got nothing to do with anything.
Oh, I love it. I've got the sexy Flanders pop.
Oh, of course. Oh, did you see my story today?
No.
You remember? You know that S?
Oh, yeah, I did see that, yeah.
With
but why is it Patty and Selma? Surely it should just be Selma for the S.
I don't know, but it's funny.
It was funny. It was cool.
I was like, that's dope.
It took me a second. I was like, oh, that's funny. And then I was like, oh, that's the S.
Yeah. I was like, genius. Cool, yeah. And I seen a mojito the other day, which was Mo's face on a mojito.
Oh, that's great.
I was just like, That's
really good.
What's the other one? There's a tattoo I was going to get, but it just doesn't fit anywhere yet. And it's the Venus de Milo with Homer reaching for it inside the Venus de Milo.
Oh, that's cool. So like a reflection.
Yeah. It was like...
Is it Tiffy who has the Venus de Milo on her butt?
Yeah. I was like, that's fucking
That's
genius.
a great bit. Yeah. That's hilarious.
It just fucking has that ready.
That's so funny. I saw that and I was like, that's a real fucking good bit.
That is a funny... just.
I don't even think it's a bit. It's just a great bit.
Well, it's just... hilarious. Yeah, that's her life. Has it prepared. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I respect the hell out of that.
What was that?
I respect the hell out of that.
That's committed. That's as committed as my elephant.
What's your elephant?
I've got an elephant tattooed to my crotch.
Oh,
An elephant's head.
nice. Again, no demonstration.
No,
needed.
The visual's funny enough because
Yeah,
everyone that sees
it
it, they're
is.
like, "Oh, that's way more detailed than I was expecting." I just thought it was gonna be a cartoon. Like, no, I really tried.
I love that.
Really tried my ass off.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, I was trying to find someone
That
to.
sounds painful.
Oh, it sucked
Yeah, I bet.
so
I'm
bad.
too scared to get a tattoo anywhere.
It's not fun.
No,
Like
doesn't sound like fun.
I'm covered in them, but it sucks so much, dick, dude.
I don't have any money either, so I'm just completely off.
Also not cheap. Do you know what's funny? When I was younger, when I first started getting tattoos, I remember the thought process was, this is the best investment I can make. It's going to last my whole life.
I mean, that's not a bad way of thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm just colouring myself in. Burning money on colouring myself
Permanent
in.
colouring, yeah.
Yeah, I can change the way I look, and this is the best investment I can make. Probably not. Probably definitely not.
Now I have an elephant on my junk.
I'm still proud of that. It's still hilarious.
Like, that's my favourite.
It's
I know
never,
what.
ever not going to be
Yeah,
funny.
that's great.
And I got that done when I was 19.
Damn.
Yeah. I committed that real quick. I was
Like
like,
kids with that elephant.
I've nearly been alive as long as I was alive before getting it, and I still don't
damn.
regret it. So
Nice.
there's that.
That's pretty impressive, man.
I don't really regret any of my tattoos, actually.
Oh, I regret things that don't even last that long. So the fact that you don't regret tattoos,
You
which
just
is
got to
permanent,
commit
is
to it, eh? You're like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And then it's there. Huh?
no regrets.
I have got a tattoo covered up, but so
Yeah, fair. I feel like that's going to happen when you got so many, right? One of them's got to be bad.
it was just my first tattoo was just not good.
Yeah, okay.
Like an ace of spade on my stomach, but it was like half burnt with this like dog shit skull in it. Like, didn't even really look
Pick the
like
wrong artist.
Well, I just got a picture off the internet from like, when the internet wasn't even good.
Yeah, like when it took me 5 minutes to download a JPEG.
Yeah, it was just like, oh yeah, this is fucking cool. I just took it to a tattoo when I was 17. I was like, do that. Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
It was just like, okay, whatever. Give me $150.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
And now it's covered up.
Well, it's just black. It's just a black spade now.
Yeah,
so
fair.
it kind of looks better worse.
It looks different in a good way.
It's symmetrical.
Nice.
So there's that.
Symmetry is always better looking, right?
Well, it was like half a spade, then half a fucking jagged end of a spade with a dog shit. Yeah, it looked so fucking gross. I remember going like, yeah, just fill it in.
Yeah.
And symmetricalize
Yeah.
it. And then while I was getting it done, I was like, I fucking hate.
Symmetricalize it is a great word. Great phrase.
Yeah. That's what it needed to do. It didn't look good. It was half spastic. In the center of my body, I've got this like misshapen object.
Fix, please.
Yeah, fix my symmetricalization. Make it more coordinated to my fat gut cunt.
That's great.
I reckon wrap it up.
Yeah, cool. No worries, man.
We're like an hour and a half. You
Sweet.
got anything to promo?
Next gen, I guess. Next gen, next week. We're both in the same heat, so I can plug it for both of us.
Yeah, come watch us.
Was it 6:30 Saturday, July 6th?
Yep, at Osmond
Mount
Park.
Lawley Bowling Club.
Mount Lawley.
I think it's Mount Lawley Bowling Club.
It's at a bowling club. Just look up Next Gen.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've also got what have we got next week? Fluffy Duck and Windmill next week. So Fluffy Duck on the Thursday at the court, and then Windmill at the Windmill.
You get to prep just before it.
Yeah, it's a great run in. I got Thursday, Friday, and then gig on Saturday. So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to it.
Sick. There's new rooms, so if you need to look at them, just look us up. We'll tell you where they are. There's Monday nights now in the city and in Freo.
Oh, where's the one in the city?
Slouches has come back.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, at Dirty Nelly's.
Cool.
And they've got a roast at Dirty Nelly's,
Yeah.
like roast to cook.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, guys, you're going to have a roast
Roast on
section.
Monday.
Yeah. Well, I was weird, but I was like, you guys have to have a roast
Yeah,
section.
yeah, you would. Yeah.
It's just,
Too perfect.
it's ready.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, catch cunts.
Thanks, man.